kitchen where we're going to be making cookies together. Make sure you get your ingredients together. We did post the ingredients earlier, so you can get those all together. And we're going to start baking very soon. Okay?
If you're just joining us, make sure you put a comment and say hello so we can say hi to you. It looks like Tammy's on here. Hi, Tammy.
I see Kaylin. Hello, Kaylin.
Hi, Kaylin. Make sure you put your name in there. We can say hi. We're going to give it a couple minutes to make sure everybody can join us. So we don't miss out on anybody. Right?
Are you guys excited to bake some cookies?
Let's see. Still waiting for a few minutes.
And Santa's coming.
And Santa's coming.
It's Christmas Eve. Woo-hoo. So close to Christmas.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Dana. Hi, Katie.
So is that hi Johnny and Logan and Mia and Sabrina and Jesse.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on. While you're waiting, why don't you go ahead and share it? I'm going to do that right now. Let's see. Let me hit share.
I know June just tried calling me. So I just sent it to her.
Tag a friend, because even if they can't make the cookies with us tonight, you can always make them tomorrow when you have free time. But if you wanted to join us tonight to see a special story and some friends like...
What are we doing? What
God.
are we doing?
Christmas Eve is coming.
Hey, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Why is there all these lights and all the microphone? What's this for?
What are we doing?
And cookies.
Making cookies? Why are we making cookies?
Who's coming?
Santa.
Santa.
Santa!
It's done.
Oh my God! I know him. He's coming.
Yeah.
When?
Tomorrow
When?
night.
Tomorrow. Are you on the nice list? If you're not, I got good news. I got good connections with the big guy. I can get you signed up. Okay? Are you on the nice list? You are? Okay. Hey! Are you on the nice list?
Have you been good this
Have
year?
you been good this year? Okay, good. You're on the nice list. If you weren't, I can get you. I don't know. You might be on the naughty list. I will have to double check with Santa when I get back to headquarters, but I'll let you know. The big guy, he has a soft spot for children's ministry leaders because they take the next generation, and we really love them up there at the North Pole. So I will let you guys bake. I'm just, Santa.
Bye, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
Hope you find your dad.
Well, we thought maybe we could introduce all of us in case you don't know who we are. So I'm Cassie. What's your name?
Weston.
What's your name?
Oh no.
You don't know your name?
You forgot it?
Adeline? Yeah. This is Adeline, and I'm Bridget, the Revive Kids Director at Revive Church.
And that silly elf.
And that silly
And
elf.
that silly elf.
Oh my goodness. Oops. So we thought when we start out, we would do a few jokes. So I have a few jokes to tell you.
Now, one
Ready?
thing.
You do? What do you have to say?
If you be bad, you get no present. If you get, you get present. That's how I say.
All right. Well, we better be good tonight. 'Cause we only got a couple days. All right. What does the gingerbread man put on his bed? What do you think?
Ginger.
Ginger? What do you think, Adeline?
Coffee.
Coffee? Oh my gosh. No, ready? Cookie sheets. Ha ha. That's so funny.
Knock knock.
All right, ready? Why did the cookie go to the doctor?
Because he's getting a shot. Because
What do you think?
he's lost his frosting.
You think? Because he felt crummy. That's so funny. All right, one more. Why do basketball players love cookies? Why do you think basketball players love cookies?
Because the mother super munching them run and get them.
They run and get them
Because they play basketball with them?
because they can dunk them. Ha ha. Oh my goodness.
Mommy, can I tell a joke?
How about we wait to tell a joke after? Okay. I think we should get going on our cookies. So hopefully you've gotten all your ingredients. We just washed our hands. If you haven't washed your hands, that might be a good thing to go do right now before we bake. So we're gonna get started. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Bridget's gonna take care of spraying the pans. There's 2 pans there in case we have a lot of cookies. So if you have your pan ready, you could either spray it or put parchment paper down to keep the cookies from sticking. So the first thing we're going to do is if you have your butter, you can go ahead and put that in the bowl. So Wes, that's your job. You might need the spatula too. Oh, nope. Plopped right in there. Perfect. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is you can go ahead and grab your sugar. Don't eat that. There's no licking your fingers here. No. Okay, put the sugar in.
You eat it.
Here, wipe it on my apron.
All right, go ahead.
All right, you gotta put the sugar in the bowl.
So go ahead and put your sugar in the bowl. Let's see, do we have any other new friends on here that we could say hi to?
We have Tanya.
So Landon and Evie, hi. Okay, so after you put the sugar in, it's time to do some mixing. So we're gonna, oops, wrong side. We're gonna lock ours and turn it on. So we gotta give it a good mix. So the recipe says you have to mix it long enough for the butter and the sugar to mix up. So if you're using a spoon or anything, you can go ahead and stir it. And smell. Smells like sugar.
I'm
So
ready to eat it.
you're ready to eat it. It said the recipe said about a minute long. It should take. Oh, ours is doing
But
pretty
don't
good.
eat the butter.
Don't eat the butter. Don't do
It
that.
kind of looks like mashed potatoes. But sometimes I eat the butter. Kind of looks like mashed
Don't eat the butter.
potatoes.
All right. So what do we think? It looks pretty good.
Ooh. I made it. That looks like mashed potatoes.
So we're gonna go ahead and turn ours off because ours looks pretty good and mixed. So the next thing we're gonna do is
It's getting on.
Yeah.
It got on. It got on.
it's okay, it's all right.
Get the spoon.
We're gonna put the egg in. So I'm gonna do the egg. Wesley, you want to step in down for a
After
minute?
that's off. After that's off.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's off so it's safe.
Can I have a little taste?
No, remember? So we're gonna go ahead and crack the egg in.
You
Put
were
that
good,
there.
Mama. You were
And then the vanilla. So the vanilla, we needed 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'm gonna do that as well. Vanilla is, we're gonna get some flavor in these. We're making sugar cookies. Yum. Eating the, we need the ingredients. Adding no
I'm shaking
no
it.
more, okay?
Mm.
Whoops.
I'm
All right, so
hungry.
we
I
have,
smell it.
smells good. Smell this. It's vanilla.
Smells good.
Okay,
It
so we
smells
did
like rotten egg.
rotten egg. So we did 2 teaspoons of the vanilla. Oh, and it's on me. So then we need to mix it until it's combined. So we're gonna put it in, lock it. So we've got to mix the egg and the vanilla.
Come and smell
If you haven't already measured out your flour, baking soda,
It's
and
gooder.
baking
It's
powder,
gooder
you could
than
do
my
that. We put all of ours together.
It's gooder than my peanut butter.
So once the egg and the vanilla mixes, does that look pretty good? We can start adding in the flour. So,
Can I put the flour in?
yep, we'll do it together because it can get kind of messy.
Mama.
Yep, you were gonna split it.
My turn? Look, you
Yeah.
can.
Okay. little minute to mix, mix, mix. Oh, you hear that? It's getting thicker.
Just put it off, put it off.
Well, I think that we should stop it and then maybe Bridget could scrape the sides. Just to make sure we mix it all good.
Whoa, whoa.
So if you're baking with us, why don't you go ahead and take your picture too, so that we can see them. You can post them to the. No, we're not eating the dough. You can post it to the Revive Kids page so that we can see you guys baking as a family. There, what do you think? Should we give it one more good mix?
No.
Yep, one more good mix. Make sure we got all of it mixed together. Mix, mix, mix. So our next step is we're going to take the dough
butter.
and roll them into 1-inch
I
balls.
want to eat that
Hey, Alan,
dough.
can you just be quiet for just a minute so Mommy can explain the next step? So we're going to roll them into balls, and if you want, you can dip them into sprinkles, or you can leave them plain too. And then we're going to put them on the cookie sheet, and they have to have like 1 inch of space so that they don't run together. Alright, what does that look? Looks pretty good. Opposite of what I'm thinking. So then we're going to scrape all of it off. Oops.
Woo.
Careful, alright? So that we can start forming our little balls. And Bridget and I just washed our hands, so we're going to help the kiddos.
How do we do it?
How do we do
Oh, we roll it like
Yep,
this.
we're going to roll it. So Adeline, you're going to be in charge of just the red sprinkles.
And what's the rule? What's those sprinkles?
The green sprinkles.
Uh-huh.
Move that out of our way. And I think we should make plain ones too, because Mommy doesn't really love sprinkles. She thinks she would prefer her cookies without sprinkles.
I will do a sprinkle.
Okay.
All right.
So now the next step is we're just going to take some and roll it into little balls. Here, let mommy and Bridget help you, okay? So what your job can do is you'll dip it into the sprinkles.
I rolled one.
Okay, dip it into the sprinkles and then put it on your pan. Good job, Wes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll one, and then you can dip it again. Okay.
So we've made this recipe before too, and when you put sprinkles on it, it kind of spreads a lot when it bakes. It's really cool.
Ready?
So I'm going to make a plain one too. So you need to give it some space on here.
Sprinkles for me.
You gotta leave some.
Or the other
Can I
ones.
roll one?
Here, roll that out. It's a tad bit messy, but that's part of baking, right?
And make this one clean.
Then we have to wash our hands.
Right.
Yeah.
So the germs can get off.
Yeah, we'll wash our hands when Daddy and Pastor Derek tell the story.
No,
Yep. Daddy's going to do the story.
but I want to see it too.
So here you go. I want to dip it into the sprinkles.
You just roll it like the same thing at Bridget.
Yep. Make a little ball here.
There you go.
That's the sprinkles.
Good job. Do we have any other friends that have joined us? Looks like maybe we have a comment here. Can't see who it's from.
How's everyone's cookies coming out so far?
Good.
Did anyone do sprinkles?
Oh, Alicia and the kids. Hello, everybody.
Can you say hi to Heather
Hi, Heather.
and Haley?
And Keelik and Lily.
Hi.
All right.
We already saw
I can't
it.
wait till these are done baking.
Then we can see it. This looks like the same thing that we make tomorrow.
I mean, yesterday?
Uh-huh.
Yep. We made these yesterday too, just to make sure.
We're gonna be
And they turned out really good.
double sprinkle.
All right, we'll do this one plain.
This is double
Okay.
sprinkle.
Double sprinkles. That's a lot of sprinkles. I can't wait to see a picture of all of your cookies baked.
Oh, we have Katerina, so we have Liam
Hi, Liam.
and Jeremiah and Theo.
the babysitter.
All right, Annie, you want to dip that one?
These are looking good.
Can I roll it, Mom?
Yep.
Can I roll one?
Here. Roll that.
Good roll, Annie.
Awesome.
I'm gonna dip yours in the sprinkles.
Oh, I now have to much more. I need more
Here you
on this one, but I
go.
all gone.
Yeah.
Here, give me more, Mama. Sprinkles.
More sprinkles. I don't know where they went to. You could do some plain. That would make Mommy happy.
But this one is This is the messy sprinkles.
Yeah, there's a few more in there. Alright. I think we're at the end.
One more.
Closer end. Here, roll that.
Let's do the double sprinkle one.
Here, roll
I
that.
think this is kind of too big.
I think that's the end of our dough there.
No, there isn't. I see
Yeah.
some more.
It's pretty much empty. I don't know if we'll get enough to make another cookie out of there.
Roll that one up.
Ours are a little tight together, but I think it'll be okay. Even if it's a big giant cookie.
Oh, giant cookie.
Alright, how you doing? Alright, if you're just joining us, go ahead and comment on the page so we can say hi. Do we have any new people, Miranda?
June and her kids are watching.
Oh, hello. Thanks for joining
Callie.
us. Callie and Aiden. Alright, I think we are pretty close to being done. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop ours in the oven. If you haven't started your oven, it needs to be at 350 degrees. And the recipe says to cook them around 10 minutes or until they get slightly golden brown on the edges. So while you wait for them to cook and you put them in the oven, we're going to move over to Pastor Derek. He's going to tell us the story of Christmas. So go ahead and watch him, and we'll see you guys in a little bit after he's done.
Yeah, and wash your hands.
And wash your hands.
Well-
Get the germs.
That's right, everybody. Don't forget to wash your hands. And while you're doing that, I wanted to welcome you to Dough Holy Night. Huge shout out to Revive Kids for making this possible. We are extremely excited that you've taken the time to get everything prepped and to make Christmas cookies with your children. So excited about how they're going to taste, and I'm sure ours, we made some last night as well, but these are going to taste extra special from tonight. But I wanted to talk to you about a story tonight. This story brings us to the real meaning of Christmas, and I've got some friends that are going to help me with telling this story. And the first friend that I want to introduce to you is Mary. Mary was a little girl. She was in about teenage years, and Mary was minding her own business one night, and she was doing some stuff around the house, and she started cooking some fried chicken for dinner, and then all of a sudden, boom, there came Gabriel. Now, Gabriel came into the room with a flash, and Mary was terrified. She was like, my chicken, who's going to get my chicken out of the oven? And Gabriel says, Mary, do not fear, because I come to give you great and glad tidings of joy. These tidings are going to say that you are going to give birth to a son, and you're going to name him Jesus, and he will save his people from their sins. And Mary goes, well, how can this be? Because I don't have a husband yet, or a family to start, or a husband yet to start a family. And he says, don't worry. God is going to overshadow you, and you will conceive and give birth to a son. And when you call him Jesus and Emmanuel, which means God with us, he will be born, and he will be great. And then all of a sudden, the angel disappeared. And Mary goes, wow, that was wonderful. What in the world am I going to do with this now? And
But where's
Mary,
Santa? Where's Santa in this story? Because we're here somewhere. I mean, I don't make all these toys for nothing.
well,
Okay.
there's lots of stories. You know, Santa has a story, but today we're going to be talking about the story of Christmas. You know,
I don't think you understand.
what do you mean?
Like, Santa's the big show, okay?
I'm right there with you, my friend. He is a really good friend of mine. I mean, we go way back. But today, I want to teach everybody about the importance of Jesus. Now,
Jesus?
Jesus, exactly. These also goes by Yeshua.
Yeshua, too?
Yeshua as
That
well.
same guy?
Also goes by Emmanuel. Also goes by Yeshua HaMashiach. Almost goes by many different names. You know, like Saint Nick, Santa.
So hold on.
Yeah.
I know he's on the nice list, but that's a big list. What name is he on Santa's list?
Oh, let me tell you. Santa would be pretty up there for Jesus, but yet Jesus has a list that's a little bit different than
Really?
Santa.
Am I on that list?
I cannot confirm or deny any information. I may or may not have. Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest."
Well,
And so,
with me making toys, I'm very weary, so I'm going to come to Jesus.
well,
'cause
why
I need
don't you
some
go
rest.
check out? He's actually over there in the kitchen. If you want to go check out if the cookies are done, and we're going to be talking about the story. We're about to get to the Joseph part.
Okay.
It's a good
I'll
one.
let you be.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, just pray for me so I find my dad.
Oh, you haven't found your dad
No, I
yet?
haven't.
I'm going to be praying for you that you find your dad, buddy.
Thank
Why
you.
don't you go ahead down to 4th Street. If you see the light, you've gone too far, turn around to the second stop sign, take a left, and check that house. That might be a brown door, red trim, white siding.
Gotcha. You look familiar. Are you Superman?
No, Superman shaves. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll go
sorry.
find my dad. Thank you.
Good try, though.
Dad!
Many people have said that, too.
Dad!
A lot of people get confused. I do look like Superman. I mean, I'm telling you, we're close. But it's not quite there yet. So back to our story. We just met Mary. Mary was a young girl, and she was cooking fried chicken. And all of a sudden, where'd he go? I gotta find Gabriel. Gabriel came into the room and said, "Fear not, for I bring glad tidings of joy. You will have a son, and you will name him Jesus." And Mary goes, "Well, how can that be? I don't have a husband yet. How am I going to be able to have a child without a husband?" And Gabriel says, "Don't you worry, because God is going to overshadow you. The power of the Most High will come upon you, and you will conceive and give birth to a son, and you will call him Jesus. He will also be called Emmanuel, which means God with us," which I wanted to point out to all of the young children out there. If you ever feel like you do not know what to do, you're sad, you don't know how to react when someone hurts your feelings, maybe your brother or sister was picking on you, or somebody at school was not being nice to you, you can go to Jesus, because he is Emmanuel, and he is with you every step of the day. And so after Joseph has a fried chicken dinner from Mary, Joseph goes off to the next thing he's about to do, and Joseph is on the scene. Now, Joseph was a good-looking young man. He was a carpenter. He made a lot of chairs, and he made a lot of cool stuff. And Mary, well, she kind of liked Joseph a little bit. And so Mary and Joseph started, hanging out, and they were engaged to get married, and they wanted to start their own family. And all of a sudden, Mary turned to Joseph one day and said, "Well, Joseph, I want to let you know, I'm having a baby, and we're going to call him Jesus, and God told me that he was going to be the Savior of the world." And Joseph was perplexed. He didn't know what to do. He had no understanding, and so Joseph said, "Hold on, Mary, I'm a little tired from dinner. I'm going to go in and take a nap." And so Joseph goes over. Oh, where's the bed? We got to have a bed here. This is close enough to a bed. Joseph starts going to sleep. And then while Joseph was sleeping, here comes Gabe again. Gabriel, God appears to Joseph in a dream and says, no. It's going to be okay. That child that Mary has is conceived of the Holy Spirit, and you are going to keep Mary. You're going to call the baby Jesus, and he's going to save people from their sins. And so Joseph jumps up. Whoa. That was one crazy dream I had last night. And so Joseph goes back to Mary and says, "Mary, I love you. Let's get married. I'm excited about having this baby boy." And so Mary and Joseph, they go and do their own thing. And then all of a sudden, a wicked ruler of the Roman Empire comes and says, "I want a census to be had," which a census is a great way for you to count how many people are in your nation. And so they made the census, and Joseph and Mary had to go back to Bethlehem to get counted. And so as they're heading back to Bethlehem, Joseph says, "Hey, we got to go back to Bethlehem so I can get myself counted by Caesar Augustus." And so let's put the bet away here. And so what they did is they grabbed their donkey. Mary, even though she was very pregnant at this time, gets on the donkey, and they walk 90 miles to get to Bethlehem. When they got to Bethlehem, Mary goes, Joseph, I'm going to have the baby. I need to find an inn, a hotel really fast. I need a place to stay so I can have this baby. And Joseph says, have no fear, Mary. I will find you an inn, and fall over at the same time. I will find you an inn. So Joseph goes from house to house to house to house to house, and he can't find any place for them to sleep and a comfortable bed for Mary to have the baby. And so finally one day Joseph finds a guy. Let's just say this is the guy. And Joseph goes, "Hey, my wife is about to give birth to a baby, and I really need to find a place to stay because we got a lot of things going on, and I don't really have very much, but I really need a place to stay so we can get this done." And the guy says, "Well, there's no room for you in the inn anymore. Everything's full because of this census. But I do have a barn out back. If you want to go, the door's unlocked. The cattle are in there. Just shoo them aside, and you can have yourself a great place to have a baby." Joseph goes, "Well, it'll do. I'll take the barn." So Joseph runs back to Mary on the donkey. They hop back in, and they take the walk out back, and they found a barn, also called a stable. This guy's going to come in later. And they get to the place, and Mary goes into labor, and all of a sudden, boom. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. All of a sudden, wham, wham, wham. There was Jesus. Magic. Stork brought him. So, we got ourselves here a beautiful little scene where Mary is so happy she just had baby Jesus. And this is the true meaning of Christmas. On Christmas, Jesus was born, and we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, who came to this earth, left heaven, and came to this earth so he could become our helper, our healer, and our restorer. But the story doesn't stop here. It keeps going and actually gets really, really cool because God wanted to announce that he sent his son to the world. And so while Mary and Joseph were relaxing, thankful for a bed of hay to be in, all of a sudden, out in the fields, no, there's no shepherds. Or never mind the shepherds. I don't have that part of the scene. It's an undercut film, under-budgeted film. So we fast forward in the scene, and all of a sudden come Mary, Curly, and Mo. Barry, I'm going to call him Barry, Curly, and Mo. Barry, Curly, and Mo are very, very, very wonderful individuals. They are magi's. Now, if you don't know what a magi is, they're also called wise men. If you don't know what a wise man is, they're kings. Let's just call them a king. Let's stick with the magi for a second because I want us to get into a little joke. I want you to turn. Now, little children, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to turn to your brother or sister, turn to your mom or dad, turn to whoever's in the room and say, "Don't be mad, I love you." Do it again. "Oh, don't be mad, I love you." And so the Magi were in the picture, and they were on their camels, and the camels came a far way, and they found a star. Just this is a star right here. They found a star, and in that star, they followed that star, which led them to baby Jesus. And when they got over to baby Jesus, they presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I really don't know why there was frankincense and myrrh there, but the gold is very helpful. And so they got the gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and they gave it to Mary, and they blessed baby Jesus as they were raising Jesus to show you that no matter what, God will provide for you. And so let's fast forward in the story. The Magi head home. We got the manger scene all here. We've got a cow. Everybody knows what the cow says is moo. Then we've got a donkey. Everybody knows the donkey goes yee-haw, yee-haw. It's Dominic probably. And then there's a sheep. And we got Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. And let me tell you, star doesn't work. But let me tell you this, the whole meaning of Christmas is to remember that Jesus Christ was born. And when Jesus became a man, he He died on the cross for our sins so that way we could have restoration. We could have life, and he forgives us from our sins. All the time we are mean to our brothers and sisters, or maybe even lied to our parents. Jesus forgives us when we put our faith in him and believe that he has set us free and that Jesus is the Son of God. And so that, my friends, is the story of Christmas and the real reason why we celebrate Christmas. And so I want to say thank you for listening tonight to our amazingly modified story of Christmas. And I want to turn it back over to our amazing cooks out in the kitchen. Guys, go ahead and take it over.
Well, we are so excited that you got to hear the story of Jesus, because who's the real reason that we celebrate Christmas, guys?
Because of God.
And Jesus. Right, with his birth.
Yeah. That was a pretty cool story that Pastor Derek did. He got really into that story, didn't he? That was super fun. Well, our cookies are still baking. I don't know about yours. Are your cookies still baking? Ours are looking pretty good. They're starting to get a little flat. Starting to bake. The sprinkles we put on kind of stretched out some, right? It's been a really fun night, don't you think?
So to keep the fun going, we're going to take you to the North Pole, where all our friends are there, and they're ready to say hi to you and just wish you a Merry Christmas and chat with you. And we're so excited that you get to see them tonight.
Yeah, the North Pole.
Do you know who lives in the North Pole?
Santa.
Santa. Who else lives there?
Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus. And who else lives with them?
The elves.
The elves.
The elves.
They're little
Whoa.
helpers.
You okay?
Right?
All right.
Well,
I think that they might be ready for us to zoom in at the North Pole.
Uh-huh.
All right, so go ahead and check in with them.
Ho, ho, ho! Hello, everybody! Here we come from the North Pole. I'm here with Mrs. Claus and my little helper over here, and he's been working real hard to get all these presents made for you kids. And I'm telling you, it's been so much fun. I mean, we only got one more day, and it's Christmas Eve, and you know what happens that day, don't you? I'm going to be coming and visiting all you children, and it's going to be so much fun. You know, we all celebrate Christmas Eve, and do you all know what it's all about?
Santa!
Whoa,
Santa!
but
Oh,
But-
hello, fellow
Listen.
elf.
what's up?
Listen, thank you for letting me borrow Donner and Dancer and Prancer. I mean, they were the 3 horsepower sleigh.
You didn't
works
tire him
perfectly.
out. You didn't tire him out though.
No,
Oh,
they're
okay.
gonna be good.
Okay.
I gave them hay just
All right.
before I came here. I just wanted to give you an update.
Hey,
You want to hear the update? I was just down in the Southland, okay?
Uh-huh.
In America, particularly. Okay?
okay.
In Vermont.
They got snow.
Listen,
I couldn't
say-
believe how much
listen,
snow they got.
Mrs. Claus, you might need to make some different stuff because it might be he needs a little more warmth. I just want to let you know. In Vermont, there's a little town called Pontley, okay?
I know where that is.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. It's on my map.
It is?
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because it's not all about me.
I know it
You
isn't.
know-
But
you
hold on,
know-
I gotta give you the update. Hold on.
All right.
I'm sorry, I don't need to
You're rushing me, bud.
So there's kids down there. They go to a
They-
church called Revive Church.
I know where.
And I want to make sure that they're all on the nice list. Can we do that?
Well, you know them.
I
know
know
all the kids?
and I can vouch that they are great kids and they all deserve Christmas presents.
Well, okay.
Okay?
I trust you, bud.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. So you were saying that you're the most important man, right?
No.
You're not?
No. I am not the most important man. Most important man was born on this day. His name was Jesus.
See, there was this guy down there who was saying this story, and I thought you were the most important man, but then he said Jesus, Jesus, Yahweh. He said all these other names.
Yeah. No, that.
Same
is
guy?
the same guy.
Same guy.
Yes. Wow. I get all my orders from him too.
You do?
Yes, I do. Wow. Yes. I mean, I pray.
You hearing this?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. when I sit down and he comes and he makes the hair stand on my arm when he comes and talks to me.
I mean, you make the hair stand on my back and my neck, so I can.
I'm only
this is
Santa Claus.
this is what you do to my hair. I would wonder what he would do to my hair.
Oh, you don't want to know what he can do to your hair. He can straighten your hair out if he really wanted to.
I hope so, because this gets in my eyes and it's itchy. And
You've been good, bud.
I have been good.
You've been good.
I've been good.
You know, they've been baking cookies.
I know.
Do you think they might be ready?
They might be. You want me to taste test them for you? I'll take the 3
you-
down.
Why don't you do that?
I'll take the 3 down.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll take the 3 down. I'll test them for you. Make sure Mrs. Claus would approve, because we know you on that special diet,
Yeah.
and we want to make sure gluten-free, egg-free,
gotta-
dairy-free.
hey,
You got to make sure.
I gotta be able to make sure you didn't tire out the reindeer.
I will-
and they'll be able to pull me.
Listen, I'll give them a carrot when I get down there just for extra fuel.
Okay, all right.
All right, so I'm gonna head back.
And if you got a Red Bull, you might want to give that to Rudolph.
Okay, I'll
All
get
right?
and make his nose
No,
extra
really,
bright.
because we don't know what's gonna happen on Christmas.
Nobody knows with
That's right.
2020, you
It's
know.
been
So
one of them years.
I'm gonna let you tell them all about Jesus,
All
and I'm
right.
gonna get on the 3 and just head on down.
All right, thanks,
All right,
bud.
see ya.
All right.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. This is my elf. This is my little helper. He's been busy working right along, and we're going to talk about Jesus. Jesus was born on Christmas Day, and that's what we're here to celebrate. It's not about me, and it's not about the presents. It's about the birth of Jesus Christ. He was born on this day, and from that day on, the world has never been the same since. Because God is just, when you need somebody, God will be there for you. Even you little kids, you know, you guys send letters to me, but you know, all you need to do is pray and ask Jesus, and Jesus can answer your prayers too. Talk to your mom and dad about it, because he is probably the most important person you'll ever meet, and I'm second. Maybe in your eyes, but Mrs. Claus thinks I'm pretty good too.
Yes, he is.
And we're going to send it out and see if those cookies are ready, because I'm getting hungry. So we're going to send it back out into the kitchen. Okay, girls, what do you got out there for us?
Well, what an exciting night learning all about Jesus tonight, because we know he is the true reason for this season.
Amen.
We are so excited that you got to make some cookies with us in your own kitchen, get that family bonding.
Hold on. Whew. Those 3 reindeer, they can really get up and go. It might be 3 horsepower, but it feels like 100.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. So are these the cookies?
Yes.
I was sent on a strict mission from Santa to test the cookies.
Okay.
He is on a special diet. We don't want his allergies flaring up. It won't be that good. It's just a bad sight. So, on behalf of Mrs. Claus and Mr. Claus, I have to take a test. Are you guys all right with that?
Just not these two. Those are special.
Those are special. Are those for Santa? Oh, those are for those guys. Okay, I'll take this.
I'm gonna have this
Hold on.
one.
Wait a second. These aren't warm. Did you bake these last night?
No.
You sit on a third of ice. They'll taste just fine.
Are they good? Do you approve?
Hello?
What do you think, buddy?
Santa will approve.
Okay, good.
Santa will
Good.
approve. You guys did very good. And I made sure everybody in Revive Kids is on the nice list. I made a personal vouch for you guys. I wanted to let you guys know you are on Santa's nice list.
Good.
Ooh,
Nice.
High fives. High fives. High fives. Now you guys enjoy your cookies. I got to get back to Santa. I'll bring the rest of this. I'll break off a piece so it's COVID friendly. And I will let you guys be. Thank you for letting me join. Now on Dancer, on Donner, on Blitzen, on Cupid, on whatever the other ones are.
Well, we just want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Make sure that you are online tomorrow and in person with us at our Christmas Eve service at 2 and 4 tomorrow.
Mommy,
We are
after,
so
can I
excited.
take it and then run away?
And I know the kids are excited to eat their
Yes,
cookies
they
as
want
well.
to eat their cookies.
Well, we will see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.